Wii Wonders!
Welcome, wonderful watchers, to Wii Wonders, a Wii game review series by me, Souldin of the Grin Brothers. This episode will cover the Wii game Bust-A-Move, a puzzle game developed by Taito and Happy Happening, and published by 505 Games. Let's begin playing then. It's Waggle time!
Story time!
Once known as Bust-A-Move Revolution, and in some territories as Bust-A-Move Bash, the plot to this Wii exclusive is... Wait, what was the plot to this game? There's no story section in the manual, no intro cutscene in the game, and the back of the box merely talks about launching colourful bubbles in more than 500 puzzles. There's 10 characters, but they go unnamed outside of hidden file data, naming them as things like Wolf, Ninja Girl, and Moonlight Mage.
I couldn't shoot. And the winner is the Magical Girl! Well, one of the Magical Girls.
There are some familiar faces in the form of Bub and Bob, the Rainbow Island boys turned bubble-breathing dragons for marketing purposes, and their unlockable edgy rival, but no context as to what they are doing. They seem to be travelling from wintry sweetlands to ninja-residing castles, fighting bubbles with bubbles, and occasionally shooting down UFOs carrying both jewels and bombs. I guess interpret that as you wish, as this Japanese Bust-A-Move entry that didn't release in Japan is unconcerned with storytelling.
Instruction time!
What's better than a cute little green dragon that blows bubbles? How about a cute little green dragon with a gun? Though I guess a Wii remote that controls like a gun will do. Pointing to the screen with a Wii remote allows you to move a cursor about, and a tap of the A or B button has you fire a bubble in the direction of the cursor. The D-pad has you swap your active bubble or colour, and that's all the mechanics. Of course there is pausing the game with the plus button, but in terms of playing the game, those inputs cover everything. There are, however, alternative control methods and controllers, with what I've described only covering Gun Mode Easy and Gun. Those two are very similar, with the latter being slightly slower, but the other Baton mode feels a fair bit different. Baton has you holding the Wii remote vertically and tilting to aim as if you were controlling the character's launcher itself. It's stiffer, but feels more accurate. The Nunchuck and Classic controller can also be used, but only in multiplayer. Neither feel as comfortable as the Wii remote, with swapping bubbles via the Nunchuck's control stick feeling unnatural, and the control stick movement of the Classic controller feeling akin to the Baton mode. Allowing for 8-player multiplayer, thanks to the Wii's many controllers, was a clever idea.
Action time!
Bust-A-Move is credited as a puzzle game, but perhaps the term arcade would be a fitting genre, or even to consider Bust-A-Move a genre in of itself. Whilst this bubble-bursting game has you launching vibrant bubbles at a descending wall of colours in order to make a matching 3 or more combo, rather similar to other puzzle games, the speed and chaos is more distinct. The main mode is admittedly called Puzzle Mode, having you clear specifically set fields of bubbles that are latched onto obstacle blocks and supporting blocks. These puzzle challenges, though, are spread across 5 distinctly themed worlds, with a gauntlet of 50 levels per world. You don't have to do them in order, but the point-scoring nature certainly encourages it, so prepare yourself for repetitive strain injury, as your wrist will hurt after an hour of play. Also encouraging longer play sessions is the carryover of items from one field to the next. At the start of a round, you're gifted a star bubble. One raises all bubbles of a singular colour it strikes, but nook and cranny reaching slip bubbles or explosive bomb bubbles will arrive via UFOs that you have to shoot down. The bouncing metal bubble that I mistook for a bowling ball is particularly fun. Shooting the UFOs down takes skill, and there is a strategy to storing item bubbles for later use, but their appearance is random, as is what colour bubbles are distributed to your launcher per level. Tactical thinking can be deployed with moments of pure bliss when everything chains and bursts as intended, but randomness can be cruel, and you could be stuck begging for a specific bubble colour.
Where are my blacks? Where are my black bubbles? I need them! There we go.
Another means to earn items, and another sign that this wholesome game likes guns, is the shooting mode. Either selected separately or after every 10 times table level, shooting mode has you point the Wii remote at the screen and shoot bubbles that fly across the screen. You can target multiple bubbles at once and must target bubbles that are the same colour as your crosshairs, which you can change with the plus and minus buttons. Shooting a bubble with the wrong colour crosshair depletes your time faster, and this constant colour change can be crazy. It's easy enough to keep track of with just 4 colours, but difficulty ramps up in later levels with 8 colours to frantically switch between. Good results earn you good items during your puzzle mode, and is a short but enjoyable break from the norm to experience. Endless mode is the final single player mode, and has a wall of bubbles rain down upon you endlessly. Your objective is to destroy bubbles for points, until you're eventually overwhelmed with the presence of jewel bubbles aiding in said point scoring task. And I guess the inevitable demise as well. You can select whether you're juggling 6, 7 or 8 colours to match up, as well as your stage, which means a handful of differing backgrounds and musics to play along to. It's a fun time with surprising amounts of adrenaline to it, though unsurprisingly Endless can go on for an exhaustingly long time. Jewel bubbles appear also in the last game mode to discuss, Versus mode. You, your friends, and their friends can all play Bust a Move against each other in a timed battle for jewellery of up to 8 players. If you can't find 7 other players to cram into the same room, then worry not. Some or all of them can be CPU. The time limit of each match can also be adjusted from insanely frantic 1-minute bursts up to wrist-straining endurance runs of 10 minutes. These multiplayer sessions of numerous players is thanks to the previously mentioned control options of Nunchuck and Classic Controller, with wire tugging against the connected Wii remote not being an issue surprisingly. Going up against a lone opponent can offer a somewhat tactical experience, although the CPU are rather sluggish, and 3 players still has thinking moments to it. 4 players get hectic though, and 5+ players has the wide descending wall explode into a whirlwind of lights and colours as swarms of items and jewels fly across the screen. The victor is whoever has the most jewels at the end, a tricky thing to keep track of amidst the laughter-filled chaos. Backgrounds change from area to area, and even within areas, a land of sweets becomes blanketed by snow, and a cobwebbed mad science lab is overrun by an apocalyptic eruption. Each area has its own music, and whilst I did particularly enjoy the Ninja area's tunes...
Oh, it turns out I'm a terrible way. Sorry, in front of me, how do I miss it?
The songs do eventually wear out their welcome across 50 straight levels. And then there's Endless mode, where your skills could lead you to listening to the same music for even longer. On the plus side, that bubble bursting jingle is satisfying to hear.
Ending time.
Waggle time is over, and the 2 questions left to answer are as follows. What are my overall thoughts on this game, and who do I recommend this game for? Bust a Move is a simple yet fun game, offering plenty of content but not much variety. Thankfully, the core of its gameplay offers thrilling puzzle moments and tense close calls, but the continuous session approach of this game makes it exhausting both mentally and physically. There's little story to the colourful cast, however they are nicely designed and animated, with being a joy to use them for the plain addictive goal of securing high scores. The cheery look and easy to pick up gameplay makes it an ideal entry for puzzle newcomers and children. The chaotic mode player should entertain plenty of kids with its booming sounds and blazing lights, with such manic antics also extending well for occasional party night gaming. And much like many of the arcade-styled games reviewed before, those who enjoy pursuing high scores will have a natural affinity for this game, especially if there is someone you're competing with for spots on the scoreboard. Whether you choose to play the Wii wonder that is Bust a Move is up to you, but either way, I hope you enjoyed this review, and thank you for watching.
Okay, I expected bigger results from that, but...
Wait, does that mean? Does that mean that I finally took over one of the records? Clawed it back? Still didn't manage to get the endless. I tried so hard to beat Rafi's endless score. Yeah! Woo! Kunoichi got her spot, as she rightfully deserves.
Thank you for watching. Cheerio!